Are you unknowingly pushing potential customers away with these website mistakes? In this video, I'll reveal the 5 most common mistakes that will be costing you sales, credibility, and even your brand's reputation. Most businesses don't even realize they're making these mistakes. Could your site be one of them? You'll be shocked to see how tiny details can lead to massive losses. Keep watching to find out if you're guilty of mistake number 3, a mistake that's surprisingly common and could be the reason your visitors are bouncing off your site. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what these mistakes are, but also how to fix them, so you can turn more visitors into loyal customers. Let's dive in. The first mistake we often notice businesses make is using stock images all over their website. If you go to sites like Pixabay or Pexels, type in builder, you can see pictures of smiling builders, people doing drawings, holding tools, all very aesthetic looking pictures. Some of them might look sort of real, but it's obvious most of the time that they're just stock images. Ask yourself, does this really look like your business? When visitors land on your site, they can usually tell it's a generic staged photo. Now, what do you think looks more genuine? A picture of a builder smiling in a clean room with a hard hat on, or actual photos of your team working with your sign-written vans and branded clothing? That looks far more authentic, right? Using real photos makes a huge difference. Another reason you don't want to fill up your website with stock images is because Google can actually pick up on this. The algorithm can detect that these images are used all over the web, and it reduces the trust factor for ranking your site locally. Google wants to see real, genuine pictures of your work. Fresh, unique images for your service and location will really help boost your website's ranking. So don't pack your site full of stock images. Use real photos. Really, there's no excuse. You can get great pictures with a smartphone these days, or even an entry-level, inexpensive digital camera. Just make sure you're showing your actual work. It honestly makes such a huge difference. Now, the next mistake is your website not being customer focused. Don't make the mistake of just going on and on about what you do without offering something of value to your potential customers. Now, we see this all the time. Websites that say things like, we were established in such and such year, we do this, we do that, we've won these awards, we're this, we're that, and it's just all we throughout the whole website. The thing is, it doesn't really resonate with your customer. Your customer doesn't care about your company's history. What they care about is whether you can solve their problem. For example, if a customer is looking for a drainage company, they don't necessarily care that you're family run or that you've been in business since 1995. Sure, that might build a little bit of trust, but what they really care about is how fast you can get there, if you can get the job done, and whether or not you're going to rip them off. Also, they're looking for an offer, like, do you have a flat rate fee? Are you offering any discounts this month? Something that's going to make them feel they're getting a good deal or a reason to act now. So instead of just talking about how great your company is, shift your focus to what the customer is going to get out of working with you. Sure, you can mention your experience and credibility, but what really needs to stand out is what you're offering and how it benefits your customer. When you start thinking about the customer rather than your company, you'll notice your conversion rate increases. At the end of the day, if the customer wins, you win too, because they're the ones paying you. So you need to be customer focused. Think about what they're looking for and how you can make it easy for them to choose you over the competition. Even if your website is generating traffic, if it's not focused on what the customer gets, your conversion rates won't be as good as they could be. So always think about what your customer stands to gain when they work with you. The third mistake that stops your website from ranking on top is by having a company name that doesn't include your location or service. You see this all the time with businesses like architects or plumbing companies. For example, an architect firm might have been started years ago and the owner just named the company after themselves. So the company name is something like the owner's name, PJ Smith, but it doesn't actually mention architecture or architect anywhere in the name or domain. How do we know what PJ Smith does? This is a super quick way to hurt your chances of ranking well on Google. If we go to Google and type in roofers London, you'll see that the top ranking results have London and roofing in the domain or company name. But if you scroll down, you'll notice that even companies with high domain authority but without the location or service in their name aren't ranking as high. For instance, you can see this company, London City Roofing, which may have a much lower domain authority than a company like Aspects. But because they have London and roofing in their name, they're ranking just below these bigger companies. If we click through to their website, you'll notice that they're nowhere near as big as some other companies. But still, because they've got the right keywords in the domain and company name, they're performing really well in the search results. You'll also see other companies ranking on the first page of Google simply because of how well their domain is optimized. So if your company name doesn't mention the service you offer or the location you're targeting, you're making it much harder to rank. If that's the case, consider changing your company name or even opening up a second business with a more SEO friendly name and domain. It's a much easier and faster way to get to the top of Google and start attracting local customers. So another mistake is not having a Google business listing. If you want local customers, having a Google business listing is absolutely essential. It's one of those things you definitely need to get for your business. Once you've made a Google business profile, you need to optimize it properly. I'll put a link in the description of our step-by-step guide on how to optimize your Google business listing. Now, this is one of the best and free ways to generate traffic to your website and your business. You just need to fully optimize that business listing and aim to get into the top 3 on the map pack. And the last mistake that most businesses make is not including the service and the location in their company title. So for example, when you Google Roofers London, you'll see that the website ranking in the organic listings all have London and roofing in the title. So what you need to do is go through all of your titles and make sure that both the service and the location are included in every single one. And if you've got local service pages like roofing in Chelsea or other areas, you need to make sure the title on all those pages also have the right keywords right there in the title. And these are the 5 mistakes you need to avoid at all times and at all costs if you want your website to convert the traffic into paying customers. Thank you for watching until the end. I do hope you got a lot out of the video. So our goal here is to help you generate the best quality leads so you can fill out your diary with more customers and grow your business. And that's it from me. And by the way, if lead generation is a problem for you right now, then there's a link in the description that will help you solve that problem in under 3 minutes. I want to say a big thank you again for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment in our comment section. We read and respond to all the comments we get. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.